Hello, grade 8 students. This is day 10 of STP Mathematics 3A lesson series. Today, we are moving to new subtopic, but before that, we have 5 homework questions to discuss. First, we will move to them. After discussing all these 5 questions, I'm moving to a new subtopic, that is indices, which you have done in grade 6 and 7, but in this textbook you are going to learn it in a deeper way, right? So first, everyone take your exercise books or the homework books, take the pink color pen and mark your answers. So then let's say the first question we have, I ask you to do question 7, 8, 9. And here what we need to do, children, we want to place the greater than or the less than symbol between each of the following pairs of numbers. If you go through each and every question, I'm talking about question number 7, 8, and 9. You can see the one is a decimal, the other one is a fraction. One is a decimal, the other one is a fraction. You can decide what you are going to do. Either you can convert the decimal into fraction or the fraction into decimal. It's up to you. But with the experience, sometimes you know which method is better, right? Either you are converting decimals into fraction or fraction into decimal, both are correct. But with the time, you know which one is easier and which one gives me an easy answer, right? So that is all about the practice. When you do more sums and when you look at the things in a different way, it comes to your mind automatically. So don't worry about that. At this moment, if it doesn't come, you practice sums, then with the time, it will be with you, right? So then here I will take the first sum, 0.33, right? What is the other number? 7 over 25, right? So then the next number is 7 over 25. So what I do here, children, so then I write this as a fraction, 33 over 100. Right? And then here I have 7 over 25. It is also a fraction, but there is a problem. What? So I can't, even though both of them are fractions, still I can't compare them because they do have different denominators. To convert them into different denominators, what I do, I multiply them by 4, that it gives me 28, and this gives me 100. Now, when you compare 33 over 100 and 28 over 100, you know 33 is bigger. Therefore, 0.33 bigger than 7 over 25. So did you see what I did over there? Right? So then first you convert the decimal into fraction, or else one child can decide it like this. So let's say that you have 7 over 25. Okay. So then 25 times 0, here 0, then 7, that you take the imaginary 0, then 2, 50, right? So then 200, you have 8, so then 200 and 0. Now what happened? You have 0 point, this is, oh, the second option I'm writing, right? So then you can compare 0.33 and 0.28. Now you know this is bigger. But this is not your final answer, because in the question you don't have 0.828. We do have something else. Therefore, when we are concluding our answer, we want to write that 0.33 is bigger than 7 over 25. Hope it is clear. You can use either method, right? For me, that most of the time it's easier to have the fraction, but it depends on the scenario, right? With the experience, I know that which one will be easier for me to whether to convert it into fraction or convert it into decimal. Like I said earlier, when you practice again and again, and when you practice more and more, that automatically comes to your mind that you don't want to push that how to get that answer. Automatically it comes. Don't worry about it. So then we will move to the question number 2. In question number 2, we have 3 over 11, 0.25. Second question, 3 over 11 and 0.25. 0.25. Now here, you just imagine, I can easily convert 0.25 into a fraction. What it is? 25 over 100. Now here also I did the same thing. No, I converted 0.33 into fraction, that is 33 over 100. And I know the second fraction I have, I can easily convert into the same denominator form because I know 25 is a factor of 100. Or else I know 100 is a multiple of 25. Therefore, without any fear, without any second thought, I just converted 0.33 into fraction and made the denominator 100 because I know 7 over 25 also can be converted into 100 denominator. But this time, I'm not going to do that. Why is that? I know that I can't convert 11 into 100. Therefore, I'm not going to convert this into fractions this time. I'm going to convert 3 over 11 into decimal. So when I convert 3 over 11 into decimal, children, that you can divide and see that it's a recurring one. You want to do this, right? The workings you want to do. Here 3 over 11, when you divide, it gives me 0.272727 something, right? The other side I have 0.25. Definitely this one is bigger, right? So therefore, you conclude the answer 3 over 11 is bigger than 0.25. Now, can you understand? With the experience, I realized that converting 0.25 into a fraction doesn't give me the correct path because when I want to compare the two fractions, definitely I want to have the same denominator. No? I can convert it then the 11 times 100, then 1100. It's a long way. I can do that. I can't say that this is not something impossible. We can do it, but it takes time. So then I selected this path and I concluded my answer 3 over 11 is bigger than 0.25. Okay, so then the next one, question number 3, we'll see what it is. Question number 3, we do have 2 over 3, right? 2 over 3 and 0.66, right? Now you just see, children, when you write 2 over 3, so what it is? 0.6666 recurring. And this is also 0.66. Most of the students, they get confused with that and they say that this is equal. No, it is not equal. Why is that? You just see that here I have two decimal places now. The second one, 0.66, that's enough. That's it, that I don't have any other decimals at the end. I have 0.66, the two decimal places. So then 2 over 3, the recurring number, what I do, children, I converted into the second decimal place. I want to correct it to second decimal place. So I mark the second decimal place, right? I underline it. Then I want to look at the next number. If the next number is 5 or more than 5, we add 1. To where we add 1? To the underlying number, right? See what I'm Can you understand the second method? 2 over 3 and 66 over 100, 0.66 I can write as 66 over 100 no. So then see what has happened. I took the denominator, the common denominator 300. To convert 3 into 300, we know we want to multiply by 100 no. So then 2 you multiply by 100, it gives you 200 over 300. So then the next fraction, that 100 you want to convert into 300 now. How do you do that? 100 you multiply by 3, it gives me 300. The same way, I want to multiply the numerator by 3, so then it gives me 198. Now you can easily understand the first one is 200 out of 300. The second one is 198 over 300. So then the 200 is bigger. Therefore, 2 over 3 is bigger, right? So then different approaches we do have. We want to try all these methods to be thorough with this, right? So then we will move to the next question type. I think I gave you question number 11 and 12, right? So then we will write down this 11, right? Question number 11, right? So then here it is 0 0.85, 0 0.85, and we do have 4 over 5 and 0 0.79. 79. Okay. So then what I do here, this time I use the decimal. Because when I convert 4 over 5 into decimal, I know it is 0 0.8, right? And then I write this as 0 0.79, okay? Then I rewrite this. Why? Because two decimals are in two decimal places. So then I convert this one is also into two decimal places. Now it is easier for me to compare. What's the question instruction? You want to write in the ascending order. Now you want to rank them, right? If it is the ascending order, when you are ranking, you take number 1 as the smallest one, right? So then here the smallest one. So then this is the next one and this is the third one. So then what I'm going to do, children, that here I write, so then the ascending order, right? So then here I write, that I'm doing this in the ascending order. Then I write 0 0.79, then I have 0 0.80 and 0 0.85. Therefore, I write this 0 0.79 as it is, I can write. And 0 0.80, I can write 4 over 5. And then 0 0.85. Sorry, 0 0.85. So that is the, yeah. So then we will move to the next question. 2 over 7. Hope it is clear for all of you, right? 0 0.85, 0 0.80, 0 0.79. Did I write the question correctly? 4, 5, yeah. So then we are moving to the next one, right? The next one. So that is question number 12. 2 over 7, 0 0.3, and 1 over 5. 1 over 5, right? Okay. So then which one will be easier? So then you have the that I'm trying different ways, right? I write this as 2 over 7, right? Then I write 3 over 10, and then I write 1 over 5. When you get 5, 7, and 10, what is the LCM, children, that you just see? 5, 7, 5, and then we have 5, 1, 7, 1. Then I can divide this by 7, 1, 1, 1. So then the LCM will be 2 times 5, 10 times 7. So then here 70, right? So then what I do, you just imagine, right? 70, then I have 70 and 70, right? So then here that becomes 20, 21, right? So then the 70 you divide by 5, it is 14. So then we have something like this. Now we want to arrange them in the ascending order. This is the smallest one. This is the next one. And this is the next one. So then I rewrite my answer. So how that I want to write this in the ascending order. Then here I write. So then here it is ascending order. What is the ascending order I have now? 14 out of 24, right? So then the 20 out of, 14 out of 70, what I was writing. 14 out of 70, right? 20 out of 70 and 21 out of 70, okay? So then you can conclude the answer. Therefore, Then 14 out of 70 means 1 over 5. Comma 20 out of 70 means 2 over 7. Yeah. So then the 21 out of 70, right? 21 out of 70 is, that is 0.3, right? Here we write 0.3. So this is the final answer. Okay, children. So then that is all about the homework questions. Now we want to move to the new topic. Everyone, please take your theory books. That I don't have much time to explain everything, but I want to start this indices topic. Take your theory books, put the date, write down the subtopic in black color, right? And this is indices, right? Indices. If this is the first time you learn about the indices, I'll give you the brief introduction. The indices is the plural of index, right? The plural of index that you want to understand first, right? I'll write here the subtopic here, the indices, right? And then you can have the note. Then I write index and the indices, right? So then this is the singular version, right? You know these things, but by any chance, any child who has missed the grade 6 and 7 lessons, I'm just recapping. So this is plural, okay? So then what I want to share with you children, if I have 2 to the power 3, if I write this as 2 times 3, this is wrong. By now you know. So this is wrong, right? What's a mistake I did? That can I multiply like that? No. So that is wrong. What is the correct method of writing this? 2 to the power of 3 means 2 times 2 times 2, right? So that is the correct method, okay? So then here I write, so this is the correct method. Okay, so then if that is the correct method, what does this mean, children? 2 times 2 times 2. But you multiply the number 2 3 times. So then here it is that you want to understand this. Then you have, take the blue color, 2 to the power of 3. What is this? The 3 is what? The different textbooks, they use different names. Some they say the index, some they say it as power, and that USA, Canada, that those countries that they use exponent, right? But here that most of the UK curriculum books, we use index and the power. And what is this? Right? This is the base, right? So this index tells us something, right? This tells us, right? This tells us what? How many times, right? How many times we need to multiply the base value. Multiply the base value. So that's the meaning of this. Okay. So let's say by any chance, if you have something like this, x to the power of 4. What does this mean? What is the base here, children? X. Then no need to have a number. Always that base can be a number, whole number, or a letter, maybe a decimal, fraction. It can be anything, right? So then this base, I want to multiply 4 times this time. Why? Because the index is 4. Index tells me to multiply the base, how many times we need to multiply the base value. So then here, x times, x times, x times, x. Right? Let's say you have m to the power of 2. What does this mean? You multiply m times m, right? So this is all about the introduction to indices, right? So then the next day I will discuss more deeper areas related to this, right? Please copy down this note. And this is just the introduction. and tomorrow we will discuss more on this topic. Okay, children, we'll meet again today. You don't have any homework. Only thing you want to do, you take your grade 7 textbook if you have with you, or you take your notes you have with you, go through the first unit, or you can do something else. In my grade 7, the videos, the first 2 videos, it's all about the indices. You can watch these 2 videos before tomorrow, so then you have a thorough idea that what I'm talking tomorrow. Okay, children, so we'll meet again tomorrow. Till then, stay safe. Bye.